Welcome back to the Healing Chamber. This is Layla, and today we're talking about light language and how it's actually called dark language. So, to remove any confusion about this topic, in the past, I've been, of course, sharing some light language that I've been, channeling on my own, and I've been using hashtags, or even like in titles, I've been using the phrase, I've been using the concept of light language, but I haven't been using the correct words. The main reason I've been doing it that way was that because it is mostly known as light language, when people look it up, they usually type in light language, or if it's something that they like, the algorithm is going to push light language. So I haven't seen anyone talk about dark language and how it's basically light language. What people think is light language is dark language. That is the correct way to define it. So from now on, I'm only going to use the correct terms. And, I guess people who are going to be attracted to it are going to be attracted to it anyway, because the algorithm and source energy works in, mysterious ways. So people who need to hear it, need to find it, are going to find it. So the reason why a lot of people use it, they use the expression light language, is because of the whole love and light movement. And as we know, light is only 5% of the reality. So our universe is mainly created with dark matter, dark energy. It represents 96 or 95% of the fabric of reality. And what happens is that when you connect it to the subconscious mind, right? So the subconscious mind controls 95 or 96% of our daily actions. So it's all the same thing. The subconscious mind, dark matter, the moon, feminine energy, dark feminine, these are all different words to explain the same thing, which is why we live in something called a matrix. But when you actually decode the word matrix, it means mother. So we live inside a giant womb. I've been telling people, I've been sharing this knowledge on my podcast. A lot of spiritual teachers use different words to explain the same thing, because the reason is, if they would use the right words, so if they would say dark energy, dark matter, because so many people have been programmed and psyoped into thinking that dark is bad. So think about slavery, for example. A lot of people think that dark energy is evil, and so even like tarot readers, they're gonna say, oh, you've been in a period of like darkness. Like everyone has been associated darkness with evil. And unfortunately, what it does is that a lot of people are stepping away from their goddess frequency. They're stepping away from their own divinity, because divinity and love is darkness. And this is what it means to come back home. Like, a lot of souls go through this journey, actually through lifetimes, to come back to this knowledge, to come back to the truth, to come back to love. And this is how people get enlightened, basically. And they don't have to come back here because they know the truth. They know about who they are and what they can do. They know that we're all one, and we're all connected through darkness. And darkness also is the energy of transformation, rebirth, and healing. This is how you can heal your own body, with dark energy, dark matter. A lot of spiritual teachers use the word, vortex, quantum field, but it's literally the same thing. But like I said, a lot of people have been conditioned and programmed, especially with religion, to think that darkness is bad. people who have a lot of melanin in their bodies, usually black people. I'm mixed race, so I have, some black people in my family. And when you have a lot of melanin in your body, you're actually more powerful, like energetically. You can manifest faster and quicker, which is why black people were enslaved, because black people were the original royal bloodline on earth. And even just making that statement, even this type of information is so triggering to so many people, especially to black people, because it just reactivates the DNA that was enslaved. And so if we don't have a lot of melanin, we can use black to manifest. So like having a black journal, black ink, black candles, black mirrors, you name it. Just like by having a lot of black, you can also tap into the energy of creation, of the matrix, of rebirth, of everything. That is what actually a lot of people call God. God, what does that mean? It means the all. What is everywhere? Dark matter, dark energy. So light language, which is actually dark language, but dark language is a form of channeling that is activating. It's very healing as well. And a lot of people actually experience physical symptoms when they listen to dark language, because dark language surpasses the egoic mind. It surpasses words. It surpasses comprehension. It surpasses rational thinking. It's a way to speak from soul to soul, from subconscious mind to subconscious mind, to dark matter to dark matter. It's a direct way of communicating, and that's why a lot of people love it as a way to, activate some parts of their DNA, to open their third eye, whatever it is, to manifest faster. I've been channeling the billionaire frequency a lot, and this is for some reason the one that people connected to it the most. And I feel like the billionaire frequency in a way is a really high level of expansion, and a lot of people's souls are craving this type of expansion. And because it surpasses comprehension, surpasses fear, surpasses the 3D, a lot of people love to tap into that, because there is no resistance from the egoic mind. There is no fear. There's no, it's like our souls are talking to each other and they're understanding each other. A lot of people listen to my dark language and they just know what I'm talking about, and it's very activating. It's really important when you're listening to dark language to drink a lot of water, because what's happening is you're actually building new neural pathways in your brain. For some people, it can also activate parts of their DNA. So it's really important, like I said, to stay hydrated, to eat a lot of healthy foods, to stay away from low vibrational foods, especially if you're already grounded, like your reality is very stable, like you don't need animal products anymore, right? Because your root chakra is very anchored, you're grounded, you don't worry about bills, your physical needs, you're safe. Now you can focus on the higher chakras, the higher levels of consciousness. And you need to be lighter, like physically, you have to drink a lot of liquids. So that's what dark language is all about. And of course, I'm going to be sharing a lot more videos about dark language. I have a lot of this type of content on my TikTok as well, but it's going to be more present in on my YouTube channel, because I've been getting so many comments and feedbacks about how it's been helping people, like in ways that we can't even describe it, right? It can help people to overcome fears, to go through like this transformation process, to elevate themselves, to... My cat is talking. My cat is agreeing with what I'm saying. So dark language is such a fun way to to connect with our souls. And it's interesting because when I started channeling dark language, I was actually in a lot of subconscious fear of it, and it sounded like a whisper at first, and then obviously now you can hear it clearly. But yeah, I had to overcome my own fears, and I had to use my own dark language to overcome my own fears to do that. And I'm so happy I did, because now I'm getting these like thousands of comments about, how it's been helping other people. And of course, it's really helping to raise the collective consciousness and awareness. So yeah, hopefully that has been helpful to you. If you want to learn to channel your own dark language, obviously this is a process that you can go through on your own, or also have containers as well to do that. But you basically have to open your throat chakra. And it's better to focus on the lower chakras first, and then you can open your throat. If you open your throat prior to the lowest chakras, you're just doing things and you're moving backwards. You're not moving in the right order. You're not going through the right initiations, and then it's going to feel really inconsistent, or you might feel like you don't have any power over it. It's like very scattered. Those are usually signs that you have to work on the lower chakras, and then you can work with your throat later on. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, and I'll see you tomorrow.